Welcome to Fun Maths with Judy. Let's solve this as advanced trigonometry. The question says, solve the equation 4 cos theta minus 2 cos theta minus 3 equal to 0 for 0 degrees less than theta, less than or equal to theta, theta less than or equal to 360. All right, now we are going to use our trigonometric identity, okay? 4 cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta minus 3 equal to 0. This is the equation we are given. Now remember, in our trig identity, we have that cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this with this. So we have 4 cos theta, okay, minus 2 brackets 2 cos square theta minus 1 minus 3 equal to 0. Now let's open this bracket. We have 4 cos theta minus 2 times 4 cos square theta, we have 4 cos square theta minus times minus will be plus. 2 times 1 will give us what? 2 minus 3 is equal to 0. Now remember that cos square theta is the same thing as cos x times cos x. Sorry, cos theta times cos theta. Okay. Cos theta times cos theta will give us cos square theta. All right. Now 2 minus 3 will give us minus 1. We now have that 4 cos theta minus 4 cos square theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we say let y be equal to cos theta. Okay, so if y is equal to cos theta, here we will now have 4y, okay, minus 4. Remember I told you that cos square theta is cos theta times cos theta. So we have y times y. So we have here y square minus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is now a quadratic equation. So let's rewrite it. We have minus 4y square plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. Let's multiply all through by minus sign so that we can change this to plus. Okay, so we have minus 1 times minus 4y square plus 4y minus 1 equal to 0. Now open this, we have minus 1 times this will give us 4y square minus times plus we have minus 4y minus times minus we have plus 1 equal to 0. At this point we do what? We factorize. Okay, now remember our easier way of factorization. Here what do we do to have 4y square? 4 is a perfect square, y square is a perfect square. Okay, so because 2 times 2 give us 4, y times y will give us what? Y square. So we have that 2y times 2y will give us what? 4y square. Now under this one, which is the product, we are looking for the product of 1. Remember it's 1 times 1. Now what do we do to these numbers to have minus 4? Okay, now for us to use this to get the coefficient of y here, we are going to place our signs. Since we have minus here and we'll have plus here, this is to tell us that this should be in minus sign. So we have that minus 1 times minus 1 will give us plus 1. then 2y times minus 1 will give us minus 2y. 2y times minus 1 will give us minus 2y. Minus 2y minus 2y will give us minus 4. So we now have that the factors of this quadratic equation will be 2y minus 1 and 2y minus 1 equal to 0. Now, since we have the same factor, okay, that is to tell us that we are going to have one answer twice. So from here, we now have that 2y minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2y is equal to 1 crosses, we have 1. Minus 1 crosses is changed to plus, we have 1. Divide both sides by 2. We now have that y is equal to 1 over 2. Remember, our y is cos theta, okay? So we have that cos theta is equal to 1 over 2. Now, theta will be equal to cos inverse of 1 over 2 is 0.5. Okay, so theta will be equal to 60 degrees. Now, remember that this 60 degrees, if we go to our quadrant, let me just put it here. Our quadrant, we have first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and our fourth quadrant. That cos theta is positive in the first quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. Cos theta is positive in the first quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. In the other quadrants like 2 and 3, cos theta is negative. So we are going to find another factor of another factor of theta. Okay, so remember here we have 90, 90, 90, 90. So 90, 90, 90 into 4 is 360. Now, for us to get the second value of our theta, we will have that theta will be equal to 360 degrees minus 60 degrees. So theta will be equal to 300 degrees. Therefore, the value of theta in this equation will now be theta equal to 60 degrees or 300 degrees. This will be our final answer. All right, please don't be stingy with your like, share, and follow button. Follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube by name Fun Maths with Judy. Bye.